Have you ever noticed how the wisest people we know have something in common? They know exactly when to speak and, more importantly, when to hold their words. This is not just a matter of social etiquette. It is a profound form of self-care that becomes even more crucial after the age of 55. Modern neuroscience shows us that the stress caused by overexposure of our personal lives can significantly affect our mental and physical health. Recent studies indicate that people who maintain a healthy level of privacy in their lives exhibit lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and report greater satisfaction with their quality of life. In our digital age, where sharing every moment of life has become almost reflexive, the wisdom of silence becomes even more precious. Social media can create a false sense of connection, but true inner peace often requires us to establish healthy boundaries between our private and public lives. Imagine a centuries-old tree. Its deepest and most vital roots are protected underground, invisible to passers-by. Similarly, there are aspects of our lives that, when kept private, strengthen us and allow us to grow with greater security and dignity. Today we will explore 9 fundamental aspects of our lives that, especially after the age of 55, deserve to be treated with discretion. This is not about building walls but about creating well-tended gardens where we can cultivate our serenity and protect what is most precious in our life journey. This ancient wisdom, now supported by modern science, shows us that discretion is not just a virtue, it is a powerful tool for a fuller and more balanced life in maturity. Get ready to discover how small adjustments in the way we share our lives can bring significant transformations to our emotional and social well-being. Our journey begins with 2 fundamental aspects that deserve special discretion after the age of 55: our financial situation and our age. The wise gardener often says that just as we protect our most valuable plants from strong winds, we must protect this information from the prying eyes of the world. Let's start with the financial situation. Recent studies by the Brazilian Society of Geriatrics and Gerontology reveal that mature individuals who maintain discretion about their financial resources are less likely to become targets of scams and manipulations. It is not just about physical safety but also about preserving our mental peace. When we speak openly about our financial resources, whether in abundance or scarcity, we create fertile ground for unnecessary worries. People close to us may develop unrealistic expectations about inheritance or financial assistance. On the other hand, sharing financial difficulties can attract unsolicited advice or, worse, awaken a sense of vulnerability that affects our self-esteem. Neuroscience shows us that financial stress, amplified by overexposure of our economic situation, can directly impact our health. Elevated cortisol, the stress hormone, can affect our blood pressure, sleep quality, and even immunity. Maintaining discretion about our finances is not just a matter of privacy, it is a form of self-care. As for age, the issue is equally delicate. Modern gerontology demonstrates that how we perceive and share our age can significantly influence our mental and physical health. When we focus excessively on numbers, we may inadvertently create mental barriers that limit our potential. Research from Yale University shows that people who maintain a positive attitude towards aging, without making it the centerpiece of their conversations, live an average of 7.5 years longer than those who constantly emphasize their age as a limitation. It is an impressive statistic that makes us reflect on the power of our words and attitudes. The truth is, age is just a number on our documents, not a definition of who we are or what we can achieve. By maintaining discretion about our age, we avoid the labels and societal expectations that often come attached to certain numbers. This allows us to live more freely, focusing on our real abilities and desires, not on the limitations society might try to impose. Remember, just like that centuries-old tree in the garden doesn't need to announce its age to be majestic, we also don't need to make our age or financial situation the centerpiece of our conversations. Our wisdom, experience, and dignity speak for themselves through our actions and the way we conduct our lives. The third fundamental aspect that deserves our special attention after the age of 55 is family matters. This topic touches on something precious we have built over decades: the bonds and unique dynamics of our family. Modern psychology provides us with interesting data. Families that keep their internal issues private demonstrate a greater ability to resolve conflicts and maintain healthier relationships. This is no coincidence. When we protect our family's privacy, we create a safe environment where everyone can express themselves freely, without fear of external judgment. The USP Institute of Psychology conducted a revealing study with people over 60, showing that those who maintain discretion about family problems exhibit significantly lower levels of stress and anxiety. Researchers found that oversharing family issues can create a negative cycle of external opinions that are not always constructive, ultimately hindering the natural process of conflict resolution. When we expose family problems too much, we face some critical risks. First, we may unintentionally create divisions within the family when different members receive varied versions of the same story through third parties. Second, we leave room for external interference that, even if well-intentioned, can complicate already delicate situations. Neuroscience reveals something fascinating. Our brains process criticism of family members similarly to physical threats. This means that each time we hear a negative comment about our family, our body experiences a real stress response. For mature individuals, this constant stress can significantly impact cardiovascular health and the immune system. It's essential to understand that maintaining discretion does not mean isolation or denial of problems. On the contrary, it means carefully choosing with whom to share our most intimate issues. Qualified professionals such as family therapists or counselors can be valuable resources, offering a safe and confidential space to work through delicate matters. Clinical experience shows that after the age of 55, our discernment about what to share becomes a valuable tool for maintaining family harmony. This discretion allows us to develop more efficient internal mechanisms for dealing with challenges, reducing reliance on external validation and strengthening genuine family bonds. Remember, family privacy is not a wall separating us from the world but a shield that protects our most precious relationships. This protection allows us to cultivate deeper and more authentic connections, which are fundamental to our emotional health and longevity. The fourth essential aspect of our journey through discretion involves two deeply personal topics: our health and our beliefs. Modern medicine shows that how we handle these issues can significantly impact our quality of life after the age of 55. Let's start with health issues. Recent research from the Brazilian Society of Geriatrics shows that people who maintain discretion about their health conditions are less likely to develop anxiety and depression. This does not mean hiding important information from doctors or close family members but carefully choosing with whom and how to share this information. The nocebo effect, a well-documented phenomenon in medicine, demonstrates how negative comments about our health can influence our well-being. When we overshare our health problems, we often receive a flood of frightening stories and unsolicited advice that can increase anxiety and consequently affect our recovery. To maintain good mental and physical health, consider creating a small circle of trust. This could include your trusted doctor, a close family member, and perhaps a close friend. This selected support network provides the necessary backing without exposing you to unnecessary opinions or excessive concerns. Regarding personal beliefs, neuroscience reveals something fascinating. Intense debates about religion or ideology can significantly elevate cortisol levels, the stress hormone. This increase in stress can affect blood pressure, sleep quality, and even immunity. A study conducted by the Federal University of São Paulo showed that mature individuals who keep their beliefs more private report better quality of life and more harmonious relationships. The wisdom lies in understanding that our beliefs can be a source of personal strength without necessarily becoming a topic for public debate. To strengthen our emotional health, we can adopt some simple practices. Keep a personal journal to record health issues and spiritual reflections. Establish clear boundaries in conversations about sensitive topics. Practice active listening without feeling the need to defend your beliefs. Cultivate moments of silence and introspection. It is important to remember that discretion does not mean isolation. You can participate in support groups for your health conditions or communities that share your beliefs. These environments offer a safe space to share experiences with people who face similar situations. Modern science confirms what many ancestral cultures already knew: silence can be therapeutic. When we practice discretion about our health and beliefs, we create an internal space of peace and balance, essential for vitality and well-being in maturity. We now arrive at a special moment in our journey, where we address two aspects that deeply touch our personal dignity: our achievements and our intimate lives. Modern science has demonstrated how the way we handle these aspects directly impacts our emotional health and overall well-being. Harvard University studies reveal that people who maintain discretion about their achievements develop more solid and lasting self-esteem. Researchers found that true personal satisfaction comes from internal recognition of our accomplishments, not external applause. Behavioral medicine teaches us that the habit of oversharing our achievements can create a cycle of emotional dependency. Every time we seek external validation for our accomplishments, our brain releases dopamine, creating a pattern that can become harmful over time. Discretion, on the other hand, helps us develop a more stable and healthy internal source of satisfaction. As for intimate life, modern gerontology emphasizes the importance of keeping this aspect of our lives protected from external eyes and comments. Research indicates that mature couples who preserve their intimate privacy report greater satisfaction in their relationships and experience lower stress levels. The National Institute on Aging presents interesting data. People over the age of 55 who maintain discretion about their intimate lives exhibit higher self-confidence and better quality of life. This privacy not only protects our dignity but also strengthens our closest relationships. To cultivate this healthy discretion, we can adopt some practices. Celebrate your achievements first with yourself. Share special moments only with truly close people. Establish clear boundaries about intimate topics and social conversations. It is essential to understand that maintaining discretion about these aspects does not diminish their value or importance. On the contrary, when we protect our achievements and intimate life from excessive exposure, we actually enhance their significance and preserve their preciousness. Neuroscience confirms that when we keep important aspects of our lives within a more reserved circle, our brain processes these experiences more deeply and meaningfully. This more intimate processing contributes to a richer emotional memory and a more lasting sense of personal fulfillment. Remember, in the era of social media where there is constant pressure to share every aspect of our lives, choosing discretion is an act of wisdom and self-care. This choice allows us to experience our achievements and intimate moments more authentically and meaningfully, contributing to a fuller and more balanced life in maturity. There are two aspects that significantly impact our quality of life: our future plans and our good deeds. Modern science has revealed how discretion in these areas can strengthen our mental health and emotional well-being. Recent research from the psychology department of USP shows that people who keep their future plans private are more likely to achieve them. This phenomenon is linked to how our brain processes goals and expectations. When we overshare our plans, our brain may experience a false sense of accomplishment, reducing our motivation to fulfill them. To protect our dreams and aspirations, neuroscience experts recommend creating a mental safe space. This concept involves keeping our plans shielded from negative energies and discouraging opinions. By keeping our projects to ourselves, we develop a stronger connection with our goals and maintain our determination intact. Preventive medicine demonstrates that stress caused by negative opinions about our plans can affect our physical health. Elevated cortisol, resulting from concerns about external judgments, can impact blood pressure, sleep quality, and the immune system. Maintaining discretion about our future projects is therefore a form of self-care. Regarding good deeds, positive psychology presents interesting data. Acts of kindness performed discreetly generate greater personal satisfaction and more lasting benefits for our mental health. When we help others without seeking recognition, our brain releases endorphins and serotonin more balancedly and sustainably. To cultivate this healthy practice, we can record our plans and actions in a personal journal. Share progress only with mentors or trusted individuals. Practice silent gratitude. Perform anonymous acts of kindness. The National Institute for Behavioral Studies reveals that mature individuals who maintain discretion about their good deeds develop greater emotional resilience and a more solid self-esteem. This practice not only benefits our mental health but also creates a positive cycle of well-being in our community. Remember, true generosity does not need the spotlight. When we keep our good deeds private, we create an internal space of peace and satisfaction that significantly contributes to our emotional and physical health. This discretion allows us to experience the genuine joy of helping others without the need for external validation. Neuroscience confirms that the act of helping silently activates brain areas associated with happiness and well-being more intensely than when seeking public recognition. This process contributes to healthier aging and a more meaningful life in maturity. We have reached the end of our journey through the wisdom of discretion, a path that leads us to a fuller and more balanced life after the age of 55. As we have learned throughout this conversation, modern science confirms what ancient wisdom has long taught us: the transformative power of conscious silence in our lives. Recapping our journey, we discovered how discretion in different aspects of our lives can strengthen our physical and emotional health. Neuroscience shows us that when we practice discretion, we significantly reduce cortisol levels in our bodies, contributing to a better quality of life. The latest studies in gerontology confirm this. Individuals who maintain a healthy balance between sharing and preserving aspects of their lives exhibit higher levels of well-being and personal satisfaction. This is not just about privacy but a proven strategy for healthier and more dignified aging. Remember, every aspect we discussed, from our financial situation to our good deeds, deserves to be treated with care and respect. Discretion is not a way to hide from the world but a way to protect and cherish what truly matters in our lives. To implement these changes in your life, start with small steps. Observe your daily conversations. Identify moments where discretion can be beneficial. Practice conscious silence. Cultivate relationships based on mutual respect. Preventive medicine shows that these practices not only improve our mental health but also contribute to our longevity and vitality. By protecting important aspects of our lives from the wear and tear of excessive exposure, we create an internal environment more conducive to well-being and serenity. The knowledge we've shared today is not just information. It is an invitation for a profound transformation in how you live and relate to the world. True wisdom lies in knowing when to speak and when to hold back, when to share and when to preserve. Dear friends, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. How do you practice discretion in your life? What positive changes have you noticed by protecting important aspects of your journey? If you enjoyed this content and would like to see more, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the Best Age channel. It helps us grow and enables us to bring you more important topics about health and well-being. Until the next health and longevity tip, where we will continue our journey together toward more conscious and fulfilling aging. Remember, true wisdom is not just in what we say but also in what we choose to guard lovingly in our hearts.